Hey everyone, I'm Ian from Eurogamer, and this is Sniper Elite 4. Now, I got footage of Sniper Elite 4 of this level, the Viaduct level, during E3, and while the footage was good, my gameplay wasn't, so I've come back to Rebellion to get Paul Wright, the lead designer on Sniper Elite 4, to play through and show me how the pros do it. Now, you're already taking a different route to me from when I played. I went down that way. How much difference does it make with routes to the gameplay style?
In this particular level, at least anywhere, and having obviously worked on this game for many months, I know down here is a bit of a difficult stretch actually, and we've got a nice open valley. Actually, I'll just plant a few traps up here just in case someone is going to come behind and cover my backside, as it were.
Good plan.
Actually, I'll do something else here. I'm going to rig this generator, which is a new feature we have. In Sniper Elite 3, you could kick those generators, which you still can't, to create a little sound mask.
Yeah.
We now allow you to rig them, which means we shut them off. That's broke now. It'll never be repaired, and if a guy kind of comes around and wants to repair it, he's going to get a little surprise.
Oh, right, so you've stuck a bomb on it.
Basically rigged it so if he tries to fix it, boom.
You can rig dead bodies now as well, is that right?
You can. You can put you can use your mines there and put it in a dead body, and if someone comes along, again, another way to boom. So if you came this way, the difficulty with this particular stretch is it's wide open. You can see everyone, and it's obviously great bit of a great time really to kind of use your binoculars, tag everyone, find where everyone is, see if there's any other information going on. There's your mission and stuff like that. There's
a side objective in the church, I think.
It is there, right ahead.
Yeah, I got into a little bit of trouble there, but stuck some landmines at the top of the ladder and took out some guys climbing the top of the ladder.
There's a guy there. I mean, I know, again for a fact, there's a spotter in here somewhere. No, it's the spotter that's been causing a few problems.
Right, the spotter's new, I believe.
That's correct, yeah. Spotter, basically, you can see a little bit further than the normal grunt. But he has a flare gun on him, and if he does see you, he'll fire the flare at your location, and we'll call it off.
Looks like someone's spotting you. Oh, truck.
So he's in a situation where I'm going to adapt, because I forgot about that guy and wasn't prepared. So he's going to spot me. I'm going to select my machine gun, and then get out of the way.
Did you hit his fuel tank there?
Yeah, there's a fuel tank on either side of the truck. Another thing to bear in mind with our vehicles is that first explosion is just one of three.
Oh, okay.
On this particular truck, so got to keep away just in case.
And I think I noticed when that exploded, you got the sound marker there, so you could use those explosions to time.
Yeah, I mean, these are very brief ones. I mean, you can still use everything. That generates a sound mask. But you also notice I haven't created an alert there. Now, even though I went loud a little bit, there wasn't anyone in my vicinity to hear the bullet noises. They were quite far away, and everyone in that truck died straight away. So no one knows. Back to normal.
Awesome.
But someone here is spotting me, and it's that guy over there. Now, you can't see him, but I know there's a sniper on this bridge somewhere, and snipers have very long ranges.
Right, so that bridge is that's the main objective.
It is, yeah, and that's the route that you'll have taken when you played it before. Go around that way. Did you see the sniper glint?
I did, yes.
Yeah. So he's got a very, very long range. The advice is find out where the snipers are on this level, and there are two at the back here on the bridge. I've lost him over there. He is. You get a bit more information about him with our target focus if you hold on for a little bit. So he's got a sniper report there. That's one of the collectibles in the game that you can kind of find. Remember that thing that I placed earlier? So that guy who was an officer there obviously went to check that out. I also planted another little trap for his friend who I knew he was patrolling with.
Right.
He'll kind of get a bit worried in a moment. Fine, like, well, where's the boss? And hopefully we'll see another little explosion.
Excellent. So that's quite cool that it cuts back to those kill cams, so you know that your traps have taken effect.
That's right, yeah. I mean, a lot of people know Sniper Elite is about obviously sniping with your rifle, but we have so many ways of taking down people, and clever ways. There's that spotter, by the way. Clever ways that you know, maybe we've never even figured out kind of ways of killing people. You've got options going on here, rock and whistle. The rock, famous from Sniper 3, throw your rock, what's going on? But no, when we whistle, we can attract them to our location. So if I'm hiding in a bush, whistle, bring them over, knife them, hopefully no one will see, or just get them to come over in my general direction. Maybe plant a mine on the ground and lure them to walk into the mine. The combinations are kind of, we hope that we've given you enough kind of tools here to think of ways other than just putting a bullet in their head, which is still good.
Is that a flare gun there underneath the whistle?
It was, yeah. So the spotters who do fire the flares, I can search their bodies, find the flares on them, and then use them against themselves. The off-map artillery strikes. So that guy here, now if I shoot him right now, it's going to go loud, it's going to kick off. Don't think you want me to do that right now. But just to kind of show what you were talking about before, there are a lot of guys on here, and if I keep walking down there, I can probably find a lot more. It was tough. Even, you know, when you can attest to that. Ultimately, though, once you clear this area, it's probably a lot more gentler going up to the bridge than it is taking this side. So I'm going to be a bit of a nutter and take this side.
You're going to go the hard road.
Yeah. I'm just wondering where that other guy went. I might have killed him. And yeah, I think he's already just got. I killed him there. The cam didn't work, so we haven't got it on frequent, the camera. So you know, it doesn't always trigger, because a lot of people just want to see a kill, kind of every now and then. I recommend always searching officers. A lot of officers have something called a duty roster on them this time around, and duty roster auto tags kind of his squad. The guys who were part of his team. It's just a way of auto tagging the area, and once you know where those people are, we can have a look. This is a work in progress map at the moment, so we're still tweaking it bits and bobs, but they're all there ready for me to kind of try and plan an attack on them. There's still a lot more people in there, but it's given me a good idea that looks pretty tough.
Am I right in saying that this section that we're playing in now, this isn't even the full section of the map? We've kind of started in the middle.
You know what? We've got a bit of time. I'm going to run down back towards the beginning. I want to see how far I'm going to get. This might go loud. I can't promise anything.
That's fair enough.
We are surrounded by people. Oh, see that my mini map there? There's a vehicle.
Oh yes.
That's the armoured vehicle there. One of several we've got in the game. So that's I'm going to have to get this right. That's a 222 German armoured vehicle. Good ways of getting rid of them are mines, which I have none of right now, or trying to shoot their tyres out. That'll stop them, but that gun on the top there, that's a lethal thing. The only really to take that out is by blowing the entire vehicle up, or there is a view slot that the guy uses. You can shoot down the view slot, take the guy out. Got to be pretty good at doing that. I'm not sure if I've got the skills to do that at the moment, but
fair enough.
Let me just have a sneak past him. He's going to catch back up to me at some point, so I'm going to keep to the bushes and keep to the shadow. Yeah. So you can see there, keeping that circle on the radar there, that white circle. See how it changes based on what I'm doing. That's my visibility. Keeping that as small as possible is the way to kind of keep unnoticed. In the bush there, and in shadow. Now, what have we got here? It's been a while since I've come down backwards in this. See if we can see any.
Well, there's
a couple of guys there. So let's just kind of put them on my map, just so I know where they are. There's a truck down there.
So really, compared to Sniper 3,
there he is.
Good job you're in the shadows.
Yeah.
The levels are much more open and a lot less linear, I guess.
Absolutely. I mean, it was one of our kind of design directors before we even started making these maps, is that we put things in there for you to do, as many optional ones as you can kind of put in there, so we're not forcing you to do what we as designers want you to do. Obviously, we give you the kind of big mission, the all-important objective, but lots of things in here to explore, to come back to replay. And obviously we've got the challenges as well, which is something new for Sniper 4, which is, after you've completed the level once, we've kind of set up a few little challenges for you to kind of say, try completing this in under a certain amount of time, or with a certain weapon, or with so many, kind of setting these little challenges that, we as gamers, kind of, once we've got the hang of game, we start setting them ourselves, I bet I can do this in 3 minutes, I bet you I can do this without with just a pistol. We try and set them up for you. So it kind of breaks you out maybe your comfort zone a little bit. Some people like just to play pure stealth. Some people like to play run and gun, mix of both. Hopefully these challenges will kind of.
Yeah, I mean these kind of open, smaller like open sandbox levels. I've been working really well recently. Ground Zeroes was awesome, and
yes.
then the Hitman, the recent Hitman game. Each level with is a separate sandbox,
right?
And the amount of replayability people have been getting, and the cool things that you can see people doing from repeated plays and like nailing down routes and stuff of enemies, really shows that there's a lot of scope for just different ways to play through, different tactics you can take.
Yeah, and we not only are we encouraging that, we've been encouraging our level designers to kind of do that as well. You know, build on those various routes and options, just so that we've got analytical data just playing with our guys and QA and stuff like that, and the amount of routes and options that people are taking. There isn't a single route on any of our maps, which is our goal. It's been our goal. I'm going to try something here. It's not going to work. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to try and blow that up to see if I kill anyone. I got one guy. But there was one who was just a little far away. And obviously this guy here.
So what's up?
But
what's going on? What's happened to my truck?
Now, because I shot during the sound mask, I think I'm assuming I shot during the sound mask because they haven't detected me on the radar.
Yeah,
that truck's blown up.
Orange means they're on alert, but they don't know.
Yeah, and that white triangle there is their point of interest. So
Right.
it's not on me at the moment. They think something went on there. This could be an industrial accident. It could be, it could have been anything why that truck blown up. They didn't know it was me. Fired a bullet into it. So they're going to have a little look around now, just in case it was me. But yeah, they're not sending the hordes of the German army after me right now because it could have been anything.
So I don't know if you're allowed to talk about this, but like, what's the deal with Carl Fairborn this time around? Why is he in Italy? And
well, from a war point of view and timeline, Italy came fairly shortly after the African campaign, which is what Sniper Elite 3 was. For our point of view, Italy is one of those theatres of war that rarely comes up. It's not the Hollywood blockbuster kind of American kind of scenario that you see a lot of, but it was very, very important, especially from a British point of view, because obviously Churchill had to convince the Americans to come in from Italy and up into Europe. They didn't think it was worth doing at the time. It paid off ultimately, even though there were obviously lots of casualties like any other war. But from a purely development point of view, you're dealing with a beautiful landscape, a varied, beautiful landscape in a time of war where it hasn't actually kicked off yet.
yeah,
As you can see, nothing's bombed, nothing's blown up.
Yeah.
There isn't a war going on yet. Carly is truly ahead of the advance. In terms of a timeline, we expect the Allies to be around Sicily, or just kind of getting in onto Sicily at the moment, and in a couple of months' time they'll do the push in the real war.
yeah. I mean that first level that you guys showed off, the I can't remember. It's like the beach town. It looks beautiful. The Italian scenery, and you just throw a grenade. Nice.
Again, they didn't know where I was. I throw it. I can get away. I mean, one of the things with snipers, you can get away with a few more things without them piling right on top of you and shooting. Sniper Elite 4. So we want to make it. We wanted to make a game where you can have a bit of fun with it and a bit of flexibility and be a bit more empowered than normal. That was a really bad shot on my behalf. That he had a helmet on, and I should know better to use my well rod at about 20 meters when he's got a helmet on.
They're definitely, they're after you now, cover blind.
They are. So what should we do? I'll tell you what. Let's put a few traps around just in case they do looking around. Right now they're going to go where that red triangle is. That was the last time they saw me.
So they're peppering that bush with machine gun fire.
Yeah, occasionally. If they've got a grenade on them, they'll throw it in there just to clear it out as well. They don't like to take risks ultimately, but they're all focused on there because that's the last time. Now I'm standing on a grenade as well. Actually, I'm just going to defuse that because I don't want that to go off if they accidentally run near me.
Yeah,
So there he is. He's just advancing on that. Now he'll check that out while his friends over there are covering him. Again, something else might kick off. Once he gives the all clear, he's not there, then they'll do a search. That search is, we can't predict it. They choose points in the world where to look for me. Some things are weighted, like bushes, and I'm hiding in one right now, which is probably not a good place to be. But ultimately, I do not know what they're going to do. So I'm just going to try and sneak out of there. Again, I've caused a bit of fuss, but I can get out of it very easily. No need to restart the level, no need to... Oh my god, it's all went to pot. I've got full control over this. If I get spotted around here next to this bright light of that fire, see how my visibility is just getting a little bit, bit bigger. I might just duck out of there.
Oh, there they go. They're off up the hill.
Yes. See if I can catch someone on that sound mask. Because if I shoot him without his friend knowing in a sound mask, he just drops, and that's it. Ugh, no sound mask. Terrible timing. But I am going backwards through the level at the moment. I'll just keep on going. There's a few guys there. I'm just going to avoid them. Drop down my ticket. Fine.
So when we come to actually play the game, to get to the point at the start of this demo, you've got to make your way through all this area first?
Yeah.
Or is it still many routes to choose?
So I'm coming back to a route now which might look familiar to you, because this is where you came down before, but we've just come behind it a little bit. So
yes.
Up there you can see a few guys are still tagged that I tagged beforehand. There's the spotter that I tagged before over there. And normally you would have came down there and over the bridge. So I've come the long way around the back there, and there's more routes that go back towards the start. Once you familiar with the map, played this a few times, you get to kind of know where the major points are. That guy's going to spot. Oh, that was lucky. Stick to the shadows, Paul. Stick to the shadows. This is a minefield here. I should not run through here. You can use your binoculars in a minefield to identify kind of where things are. This is something that we've got in development, that they'll glow. So if you use your binoculars, you'll find out where they are. At the moment, they're not glowing, which actually makes it a little bit harder. They wouldn't glow in authentic either. So maybe I should just play this like it was authentic. Once you get close to it, it'll tell you can diffuse it. So he's only put one in here. Or he might have even removed it for Gamescom, which is what this demo was. He removed it. Oh, no, he hasn't.
Oh,
there
God.
it was. I thought he removed it. Well, that's embarrassing. Let's try that again.
That's cool.
So, did I press?
So landmines are a one-hit kill then?
Yeah, effectively they are for the allies as well, and as well as they are for the Axis. Let's try this a little bit. I'm going to go through this a little bit more, I don't know, polished. I'm going to just let him blow himself up. Put one here just to cover my backside. It's hard to talk about the game and play this. I mean, I've played this level a bit, obviously, but I still get sucked into it. I still kind of like strategies and tactics are flying through my head right now of what should I do? How should I show this off? What's good? What's not good?
It must have been interesting actually showing this off at Gamescom and just seeing everyone's different approaches. I presume there would have been plenty of approaches that you wouldn't have expected people to even have tried.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually the joy of working on a game like this is when you see someone doing something that you never even contemplated before and you think, wow, they're actually thinking. They're not just running, they're not just reacting, they're thinking as another one of those snipers.
That sniper.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there. No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna try and sneak from bush to bush. I'm gonna put myself in a bit of danger here, but I'm see if I can sneak. It's not for good viewing, I've got to admit. That's the thing with this game. We put the starting position here for E3 and for Gamescom just because even after half an hour's worth of play, you've travelled 200 metres, and there's just so much going on. And this level in particular is about 600 metres by 500. It's over half a kilometre in length. I'm going to put some cheats on later for just to show you a few other things, just so I can get to them without dying. I think.
No, I mean it's it is possible to play through this game going loud, I guess, but the fun is in the stalking of the prey and that's it. The planning and shooting out people's ledges.
Yeah, I was going to do that when that sound mask was on, and I just missed it. So if I go loud, everyone will see me. Obviously, if I kill him, even with the sound mask on, if someone sees him die, they'll see a dead body and they'll be like, but it's only that they saw their friend die. They don't see anything else necessarily. I should tag that guy while we're just chatting there. Always tag. Tag is using the binoculars is. Oh, here we go. That's gone. Yeah, my reactions need to be a lot better. Always tag. Those two guys behind there, I should be tagging them. Tagging is essential in this game, just to know where everyone is. And obviously, when you tag a guy, he gives you a direction. He tells you if he's a bit above or below you. He gives you a little bit more information than just knowing that he exists. Ultimately,
that icon to the left a bit does that show you that is a breakable object?
Yeah. So I'll just put the target focus info says it's an observation platform there.
Yeah.
It's very fragile. Oh, I wonder what that could be. I was just going to shoot that out to kill him, rather than actually killing him directly himself. It's like you say, it is a sandbox. It's aware of giving you the tools and just experimenting. And how do you want to take people out? Do you want to even take them out at all? Just let them.
Yeah. Ooh. Hello. What do you pop up?
That was because I think
you
killed someone before, and they all scattered. They didn't know where I was. He just happened to run into the tree.
Yeah, tank. I think your mine took out a truck and panicked everyone.
Brilliant. That would be that. That might have been that armoured truck that I had there beforehand. But, so he's edgy. Let's just get rid of him.
Yeah, drop him down.
He's off. And now it's time to adapt. So that's the sniper there. He's trying to. Let's.
Shrapnel.
I'm not very good at playing this and talking at the same time. This is my excuse before we recorded, ladies and gentlemen.
But, I was also not very good at playing this and talking at the same time at Gamescom.
Let's just do the kind of good and bad thing about this is none of this is scripted.
That's incredible.
So
Amazing.
I don't know what's going to happen. Different things happen different times. This guy shoots, that guy doesn't. This guy runs around, flanks me, throws a grenade. We don't script it. So there's another non-scripted thing. He's calling in reinforcements.
Right.
What happened there was we've got radio guys, and you'll know there's a radio guy around the area. You see these big beacons with lights on top of them, and they hang around there. And what happens if they get into trouble, they'll call in reinforcements ultimately. So you can tag them. You'll see a little different icon above there, or obviously they've got the radio on their back. It's up to you whether you want to take them out before an officer, and an officer he has an ability to push his guy. Oh, here comes the grenade. You see, they're trying to flush me out. The officer has the ability to kind of get his troops out of cover, push forward, find this guy, so you get a bit more of a rush from an officer. The snipers obviously can shoot long range. Yeah, each kind of archetype has a kind of a reason to get rid of them first, so it's up to you to kind of decide which one you do in which order.
So that's your last.
So he's just going to verify that, but he's not verifying that anymore. It's still there for the team to verify, ultimately. If no one bothers, they'll just give up in the end. But, always take your snipers out. Always take your sniper.
Nice.
Now I was playing with assists there. I know a lot of Eurogamer fans don't want to see any assists and things. For my next shot, I'm not going to do an assist. I'm going to start using our range for range feature on our sniper scope. So. Right, that's it. I've set myself a challenge now.
No more assists.
No more assists. Where are these guys? I said no more assists, and my muscle memory says assist.
It's like you shot his jaw off. I'll let that one go.
No assists. So, terrible. With the assist comes a slowdown of time, so you get that kind of more finer.
So the assist isn't just the little targeting reticle; it's also a bit of a bullet timing.
Yeah, it kind of slows time down in single player by an amount, so you can get some fine adjustments in on your shooting.
So I presume if you were to play through a level no assists, you would get a much greater bonus at the end.
That's right. We reward the players who want to put that effort into playing without any assists whatsoever. Okay. I mean, we've got some. hardcore fans who insist on it. This time around, we've tried to make authentic mode. I wouldn't say it. I can try and say as authentic as possible, but there are things in there that they will be happy with. Like the well rod, for instance, that we have here is a suppressed pistol. It's silent for everyone, but in authentic, we've tried to make it authentic. It wasn't silent. No gun is silent.
Yeah.
So, but it does have a decibel reduction on it. So, yeah.
So is that a change that you've made on feedback?
Just showing you a bug right there.
Oh.
That's one of our many bugs that we have at this point.
This is a development.
An alpha, yeah, it's alpha. Yeah.
The well rod thing is that a change that has been brought on by feedback from really dedicated fans?
It is, but it's also it's something that we're actively doing as well. You know, we are fans of this game. Genuinely, we like playing it. We want it to be authentic as possible as well. There are guys here, mainly I guess our QA guys, who just don't want any assists at all. They want that wind blowing it left and right. They want to use the particle system here for the fires to kind of say, all right, that's quite a strong wind. I want to adjust for it.
So you can also tell the wind direction from the fire.
Yeah. They want to do it as real as possible, and we have a big following who would like that to be the case.
Yeah.
We also have a boss who wants to oblige them and really kind of make it as hard as he possibly can. So Jason's very, very passionate about making authentic.
Yeah.
Authentic.
Have you ever watched like someone who has at some point in their life been a professional sniper play the game? Or
that's interesting you say that. We actually had a guy in Gamescom who kind of was he? I can't forget, Serbian or Croatian. He was in the army and he wasn't a sniper per se, but he says he had to learn about sniping while he was there. And that's as kind of closest to a sniper as I've been. We do have a guy here who works who's ex-army, so he kind of fills us in on everything authentic related with army. But yeah, the guy came in Gamescom. He says it was great. He loved it. He loved the sniping aspect. He did criticise some of our booby traps, which I thought was he was getting into some major detail with booby traps where we were like, right, it was quite scary. If I'm honest with you, it was quite scary.
I guess you have this kind of like, you could make things really authentic, and that would affect the fun factor slightly. So you have, I guess you must have a balancing act.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if we wanted to do genuine sniping, you'd be sitting there for 2 days and not moving, watching through your binoculars, and then going back to your base. Sniping in real life is mainly observation. It's very rare that you fire a bullet, and when you do, it's usually a bullet, and then you're off and you move and to relocate somewhere else. I'm really pushing forward here into the.
Yeah, you're braver man than I am.
No, I'm stupid. That's what. This is the difference. So we've still got a sniper on the. Oh, it's all kicking off. It's terrible.
I'll tell you what that is. It's the commentary.
Every shot's missing. Come on, there you go. Fine margins, but every shot was missing there.
There you go.
Try and heal myself.
Through the eye.
So that's
a proper.
That's a face of
Saving
our
Private
lead
Ryan
gooey guy there.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my god! So is everyone in this modelled after people?
We've got photogrammetry in there, so we kind of take faces of several people, staff, people who come in. Even someone I guess slightly famous came in the other day, and we got depends what circles you live in, but he came in and got his photo taken. So mine's not in here, which is good. I don't like seeing myself.
It must be a bit weird just running around like murdering people that you recognise.
Well, when we first got it in, all we had was that guy's face everywhere. I just shot. He was everywhere, and that was our first test, and it become a bit of a thing to it's that 30-minute timer.
There you go.
I'm going to keep playing whilst we're talking, if that's all right.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm honestly going to try and do a silent playthrough for you. Honestly, it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing, and I don't think you did a bad job at all the last time you played it. If I'm honest, considering during the whole show that you came, over 200 odd people came played it.
Yeah.
Maybe just over
Welcome to Viaduct.
a dozen
The
people
third
beat
level
it.
from Sniper Elite
Oh, really?
4.
Only
You
a
know,
dozen?
so
Yeah.
it's not a. This is
I
not a.
died up at the top on the right-hand side of the...
I'm going to try and go that way. Actually, you know what? Let's just see a guy who worked on the game how bad he can be compared to you.
No,
Let's
it's
do-
you'll ace it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, that's the pressure I don't want. That's the pressure I do not want. Well, that truck came. There was a truck that came before. Let's plan ahead with that.
Okay.
Oh, and I screwed up already. There's lots of little goodies we put.
Oh,
Just
there's-
because we put you near the end,
Yeah.
we put a little load of goodies there for you. You normally would pick these things up naturally by searching bodies, searching crates, finding that sort of thing. So. Don't think it's going to be like this everywhere. And I'll change a weapon as well, just for you guys. I'll swap to the G43, which is a semi-automatic sniper rifle. Get a lot more shots over time, but not as powerful.
Right.
And there's other kind of benefits really to taking the bolt action, personally. So I'm just going to pop this down in anticipation. It might be coming up soon. My short-range radar only shows me so many meters ahead. Here it is.
Oh yeah, I see it on the road.
Yeah, let's just backtrack a little. Just don't want to be alerted or be caught in the blast.
Is there is the road a loop? Will that truck keep going around?
This truck is actually an objective.
Okay.
It's one of the secondary objectives, and if you were to play this game normally from the start, yeah, you could come from any angle to see this truck, and it's locate and destroy the additional. Remember, don't get too close.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this had ammo on it that you kind of had to take out. That was for your objective over there, the big rail gun. Let's just let this clean itself up. So while we're there, what am I going to... I'm going to get my... yeah. Oh, we've also got, as you noticed there, we've got an upgrade system, which is a little different from Sniper Elite 4. Basically, the more you use your weapon in certain ways, the more it'll upgrade, ultimately. Okay. So it's based on a use policy rather than... well, that's the kind of policy, right? You play with a rifle, it gets better. Everyone has their favourites. I do particularly like the G43. It's clip size more than anything else. I can rattle off 10 shots with this, and that's because my accuracy sucks. and it's worth keeping those extra bullets in mind.
Yeah, I think maybe that's the gun I should go for as well. Then.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who are just dead shots, and so getting that extra power from the bolt action rifle is worth it. So we've got a guy there. So what I like to do, I just like to look for movement and then zoom in and then tag it. I'm not sure I'm 100% safe here though. That's sniper and spotter, which I still haven't dealt with. They're lying around. There's a guy there. I know there's more guys down there, but they're not revealing themselves to me just yet. There is that objective in the church, as you were saying. I know there's an officer overseeing that, so he's kind of in there sneaking around. There's a guy. You know what? Let's go. See, as soon as I see "let's go," another one pops up. I think, as we noticed with the game show as well, the guys who beat it tend not to run through it. They spent their time up front planning, but then the execution was fairly seamless because they achieved what they wanted to achieve. Everything they thought they could do, it turns out they did it and they could do it. So. That's something it's hard to.
The 30-minute time limit puts a lot of planning to the back of your mind because you're like, oh my god, I've got to get there in time.
And at E3 we didn't have that. E3 didn't have it. Gamescom we put it in there because we were anticipating a high volume of people. Yeah. And if you've got a queue that's an hour and a half long and someone's like deciding they want to spend 2 hours to play this level, and we've had people playing this for more than 2 hours, just this one level.
I can imagine, it is.
If you're a completionist, you can spend a long time on here.
Random question.
Yeah,
you just walked past a load of birds. Can you shoot the birds?
Yeah, but I don't like shooting birds. Yeah, you can, but leave them alone, man.
They ain't harmed anyone.
That's right. Well, what
unless
did
they're
they ever
Nazi
do?
birds, I guess.
Yeah. bird tech
Yeah.
in there.
Nazi messenger pigeons, maybe. They're fair
Oh
game.
right, yeah, I can see why maybe you want to kill them there. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, they're traitors.
That's the excuse I'd have in my head that would make me feel better.
So that guy can turn around and see me any point. So I'm using his direction, and now I'm using the shadow just to keep out of the way of everyone. Didn't have to shoot anyone.
So even shadows will reduce
absolutely
visibility,
shadow.
okay.
It's all relative as well. You know, I step out of the shadow, it goes out, it goes back in. It's not necessarily, you know, I can see him. Why can't he see me? We have to have you know, game elements in there that work.
Yeah.
This one worked very well for us. We think it's a definite improvement upon SE3's visibility system, which was just an eye. You know, it was very, very tricky to kind of figure out, can he see me? Can't he see me? So it's an evolution. There you go. There, I just got round without even firing a bullet. Obviously, if I do want to complete that objective in there, I've got to go in. I've got to deal with them. But yeah, just if you'd known that, would you have done that?
By this point, I think I murdered about 20 people and was running for my life.
It's one of those tricky things. We have to design this level, all levels, to be honest with you, the entire game, to accommodate people who want to play that way.
But it's like games like this have that like awesome like emergent gameplay where you plan for everything and then, you know, something happens and everything goes out the window, and then it's like, oh my god, panic. And they're the things that I think, you know, people love watching in streams, is the unexpected things that are happening. And you know,
I think we've got a lot more kind of we've got a lot more in there to get. We anticipate to see a lot more YouTube moments of things happening that even we've not seen or kind of experienced that often, where people just find this emergent stuff. It's a term that gets bandied around a lot, and some people have an idea of what emergent is, but other than when they're in passive, which they kind of are now, you know, they're in that kind of, oh, there's that. That's why you should always take snipers out. Now, the arrow there is just filling up, so if I just get in that bush, he doesn't absolutely know it's me, and because he's sniping, it's like, oh, I haven't got a definite lock on him, so I'm just going to leave him alone. But yeah, the emergent kind of behaviour beyond passive, we really don't control much. They've got where they go to cover, how far they advance, and things like that. We can have an idea, but we don't know exactly, and that's why when we play it, that's why I can't give you a scripted walkthrough of this looking very, very good, because it is just, it's different every time. Oh, I really want to kill him, but if I do, it's all of these guys are gonna hear my shot. I knew it. I knew I should have just killed him. Let's get in the bush, Paul. Keep calm.
So with the sound masking, if the sound masking is there, would someone really close still not be able to hear you, or is it?
I mean that's part of the. We have actually a really close kind of condition where that wouldn't matter at all. But in general, we want people to be able to trust and rely upon the mechanics of the game. So, you know, when I'm in this bush, and we've just put this in recently, so this is not something that you're seeing right now. Small movements in the bush will not alert anyone, but large movements, they'll go, what's that rustling? You know, just as you would expect in real life. So me just doing that, lining up to kill him, no, that's not going to happen. No one's going to care. My head sticking out, it's a bush. It's the game mechanic of the bush. It's once we're in and we're looking at that that visibility, you can rely on those mechanics to kind of to play to your advantage. That's a better shot than before. He didn't have a helmet, so that's always a good safe bet. Fleshy head. Now that sniper up there is behind cover now, so I've got a bit of a chance to sneak a little bit further forward. So here I'm trying to get onto that bridge without actually taking anyone out on the top of the bridge, which most people feel they have to do.
I think that's probably one of the first things I did, was snipe them from a distance,
and I would normally recommend it. Oh, don't.
I should probably say, for people who haven't seen any of the gameplay before, well, I'll get you to say what the actual objective is on this map.
Oh, of course, yeah. That big old gun there, that's a real gun. There was in real life, there was only ever a handful of them made, really. I can't remember if any of them were actually fired. I think one fired once. One of those bits of German engineering where they made it big and they made it just not practical. So we thought it's cool, we like that. And in part of this mission, they're transporting that railway gun. But in the intro, you'll see that there's a fault, there's a problem with the train, and that's why it's stuck on the bridge.
Okay.
Coincidentally, the bridge is under repair as well.
It's time to send Fairborn in.
It's got a bit of a weak spot there, and these guns, you just couldn't blow them. They were just metal, pure metal. The explosives required to blow them up, ridiculous. So taking a bit of Italian history down with that viaduct there seems to be the only way to get rid of that.
Collateral damage. Sometimes it has to be done.
It does. This is one of the bad things with war is we get to see. Well, there's lots of bad things with war. What am I saying?
Someone to your right.
There is. And he's just. So I'm going to try and sprint. Which see how I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's just something that someone's running at you and he's not your friend with a knife. That's a bad thing.
That's cool. But you managed to kill him before he raised the alarm, so you're safe?
That's correct, yeah. This guy here, until he gets a full red bead on me, it's like, what's going on? The body might be found, and it'll cause an investigation to come around. I can obviously pick the body up and throw it. But I can't do a thing while he's looking at me. Should I just go left? No. I could have, see, I popped my head above the parapet there.
He's looking.
It's a nasty little... What should I do? Should I wait? Patience is a virtue.
Have you got assists on, or have you not got assists on?
I haven't. I can put the assists on.
I was going to say, if you have assists on, you have more of a chance of getting him. But if you don't have assists on,
so he's 49 meters away. I probably don't need them that much. It's just let's wait for that.
There you go.
There you go. Double.
Nice. That's cool. So.
Soft cover there, so you can shoot through bits of thin wood. We've got bullet penetration on a lot of.
So sound masked.
There's still body with there was a little triangle there. That means someone actually saw the bullet travel.
Okay.
Believe it or not, if a guy sees the bullet coming to, he'll know the direction it comes from.
Yeah.
They don't know it was me. They don't know where it is. They just know it was over there somewhere. And just to make matters worse, we've got a half track on them. This is a German vehicle that has a gun on top of it and has a mine in the back. Just what I needed right now. If I was a bit more clever there, I could have just thrown that.
Oh, took them all out.
But that was it, silly, wasn't it? So let's just try it anyway. Just see, it's not going to take off.
Well,
but it's a heavily armoured vehicle, so throwing grenades actually only takes the tracks out.
Yeah.
It needs a bit more oomph when it comes to like the TNT, for instance, or the Panzerfaust, which is a weapon that I can find lying around. Panzerfaust are armour-piercing weapons used to get through tanks and things like that. I'm actually running into a few more guys there. That's probably not the best thing to do, right?
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, there was a few guys around here when I played at E3.
There's a searchable crate in here. Just see if there's any goodies in here. Should come up. I've got a trip mine. Wow, it was a bit of a fruitless endeavour. There's a satchel there, so these things kind of have bits and bobs in as well. Trench gun ammo, so I don't actually have a trench gun at the moment. That's it's a shotgun to me and you.
Okay.
But a trench gun is what it was called.
Oh, hello.
No.
He's on a search. Oh, go.
Damn it. No, I killed him again quickly, so he didn't tell his friends. And it was a spotter, which was good. Now I can flare.
Ah, right.
Now let's just see if this works. Again, please, if this is an alpha build, things are likely to go wrong. But I'm going to get a little closer and try and take out that.
So, you know, this is again a bit of a testament to the kind of emergent gameplays. How your tactics at the start were to go quiet and do a silent run through, and now you're sending artillery strikes on the bad guys.
Yeah, turning their own artillery against them. It's quite fun.
There you go.
Thank you for working. These guys don't even too far away. Let's just see if any of them noticed that grenade.
Nope.
Two of them did.
Few of them did.
That's another thing. We've got the AI a little bit clever at the moment. They get out of the way. Oh, you know what? I've had enough. They can't be. That's something you don't see in many games. It's like, oh, the AI actually got out of the way.
Yeah, they have got some
Someone's behind
good
me.
diving abilities. Yeah, you've got your.
Let's just do a bandage, which allows me to run and heal, but obviously it only gives me a little bit of health regen from medikit forces with this. Let's just cause a bit of chaos.
That's it, get some bit of noise.
Some things. There's a distraction now, so that little triangle is over there. If they want to come through this doorway, they mightn't. But just in case they do, just cover my exits and probably yeah, and then I'll get an advantage. Oh, there's another. And that's the one for the fans there. I'm not going to pick it up though. I'm not giving you any spoilers of what that rifle is like, how good it is. Figure that out. We have got quite a lot of rifles here. We've got some old ones, some new ones. I mean, obviously in World War II, it's not like that we're making a new rifle every week, so some of them are familiar, but we do definitely have some new weapons in the game, including some new rifles. Over time we'll kind of talk about them and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another one for the fans. Always like a new rifle they've never seen before.
This is, you got quite a good
free
vantage
shot.
point there.
Yeah,
Nice.
free shot.
All right.
I'm not that bad.
It's okay. You've relaxed into it now.
Yeah, the bullet drop. It's the more you play with it, the more you get used to it. But then you get a different weapon, and it changes a little bit different because the muzzle velocity is different.
Course,
so it's like, I've got to learn it all again. That's why putting the kind of distance how far away is on his head is kind of a bonus for us. I know that at 40 odd meters there isn't much bullet drop, so I just aim a little bit lower. These guys are coming up for me now. Let's see if any of them coming in. There's another exit. Yeah. Too many places to come up. They mightn't come up this way. Just in case they do, we'll just do that. Get out of the way. Well, they could even throw a grenade up here, which would mean.
Nice.
It's as if I knew he was going up there, and I didn't. I promise you. I thought he might have come through the stairs.
You get that nice little shrapnel kill cam as well.
Yeah, again, sometimes we don't want to inundate everyone with these cameras all the time. We've got options for you to increase the frequency, decrease, should you feel they're not on enough. What's this man doing? He's coming around. Let's go.
You got him.
That bridge, there's some dots on that bridge. Which is just like, oh god.
Oh my word, yeah. Are they called in reinforcements? Or
no. Again, the dots are there. I have no idea because I haven't tagged them if they're above, below. I know that a lot of these guys are below. They're on the bridge themselves. But once you tag them, you kind of get that information anyway. So he's off to where that triangle is. Let me just leave him alone for a bit. But there's bound to be some guys up here. I only killed the sniper, didn't I?
You did, yeah. There's
So
another
there he is.
sniper in that tower in the back that I saw. I saw his glint.
So it's the sniper got rifle. So he's got a Kar 98, which is another. Oh, we've shown you a few sniper rifles today.
Yeah.
And he's got a sniper report on him. That's what that pop-up was there. Basically, that report is a collectible. It tells you how many people he's killed.
Okay.
Things like that, maybe a little bit of backstory. They're quite interesting. We've got a writer who's done a lot of research. Put some interesting stories here. I'm going to drop into the middle of this, which is probably not the best thing.
This is actually something I tried to show off in my playthrough and couldn't because I was getting attacked. You've got all these new
traversal. Yeah, we call it our traversal system. Yeah, that was part of our. When we started on SE4, it was something that we wanted to kind of put in there, a bit more height.
Yeah.
Actually, part and parcel with Italy is that there's so many buildings and structures that we kind of want to put in there, which was quite different from Africa, where you expected to be flatter and more rocky and deserty and stuff. So traversal was something that was quite essential, really. We've had little bugs on this. I'm gonna see if this is working or not. Sometimes they don't want a hand grab, but we're doing all right so far. Yeah, my friend, you should listen to your.
Someone shooting from behind.
I didn't kill anyone over there, which means they're probably. Sorry, that's a button, a muscle memory problem right there. Yeah, just let people know we have just changed a few of our buttons around. since we released this stuff. So we're still messing with button control. It is still early days for us. I know it's like September now, but we're not due out until February the 14th next year. So yeah, we have time to kind of make those changes.
But your control scheme will be customizable.
For PC, will be. I've run out of ammo. But we offer just what we feel is the best combination of buttons really for a pad. We've got a lot going on ultimately, a hell of a lot going on. So there's no point doing that silly. Why would I be carrying the body around?
I thought maybe you were just lob him off the side.
We have body carrying in. I was just trying to get some ammo from him actually, but just come on. Now it's time to get the big guns out. I think. See how my aiming is well off. I mean, there you go. Nice. Why is that? Why is it? Is it because I'm?
It's just the pressure.
Isn't it? It's the pressure. It is. I'm not very good under it.
People who watch my streams think I'm rubbish at games. I'm not brilliant, but it's when as soon as the camera's on, my gameplay just takes a nosedive, and it's just as soon as you think someone's looking.
That's the performance when I'm not when I haven't got a microphone I'm speaking into, but I'm doing a lot of silly things here. But anyway, I've planted that satchel charge on there. Now I've just got to get to a safe distance really to shoot it, but it's on a slight indent as well, so it's not as if I can just kind of shoot it from here now.
So there's no remote control. You're going old school. You got to.
No, you can shoot it, but you can be clever with traps as well, which. We've gotten the German to trigger a tripwire, which is explosion, then trigger the satchel charge, which then so you can even get the Germans to blow it up.
So you could do some kind of crazy,
traps. We've had people lining up traps, so you shoot one and then chains them up and blows them up.
Goldberg machine.
The Rube Goldberg, indeed,
yeah.
Very, very complex. Now, am I going to do this free shooting? I'm going to cheat first. I'm going to find out how far away it is. Okay. So it's there. Sorry, guys. You really don't like me now for cheating, I guess. But let's try it. Oh, that was close, I think.
Oh, that must have been so close.
Oh, no, no, I've alerted everyone.
I'm
chickening out. I'm chickening. There you go.
Nice. And shooting that will trigger the end of the mission?
That's it, really. Yeah, this one doesn't have... Yeah, this is the end of the mission for the Viaduct, just to blow that up. There's we've got loads of different secondary side objectives in this that you can and can't... Well, you don't have to complete, and every mission has a core objective that we kind of require you to do. Some of them end with an explosion, some of them require you to get out somewhere. I haven't really, you know what? I don't feel I've shown this off. I really don't. It takes a better player than the lead designer to show this off. We should have got some guy who's just infinitely better than me. Well, like anyone in that studio right now.
I got to see the bridge blow up, which I was happy about, and we got to see quite a few sniper rifles.
Didn't booby trap a body. I didn't. There's a couple of things in there that I kind of haven't shown you, and I was just going to see if I put the cheats on. Do we want to do this? I'm looking at people here to see if I can do this or not. Can I fly around the level? We're just gonna fly and just show you that it's big, and so there was also this, which again, not whenever anyone got here, they kind of went back into there. But if they just had a little look.
Oh, I did see this. Is it like tunnels or something?
Yes, I'm just going to try and find. So we've got a little kind of hole through here, and we've got more going on back here. So there's a crash plane.
It's all this stuff that I had no idea existed back here.
No one got this far. So we're showing you things that people could have seen, but they just didn't. So yeah, we've got the old sawmill kind of area around here. Looking out onto the timber lake there. Timber lake? There's a lot going on, and yeah, that 30 minutes that you guys played up here, we keep getting asked how long. It's up to you.
Yeah.
We can't give times on how big these sandboxes are and how long you spend in them. We just give you the opportunity to spend as much time as you want in them. Did I get over here? Okay, keep getting killed in that. You know, we've got the camoed rail yard. We've got those. The armored car was down here, wasn't it? And again, didn't get very far down here as well. There's a lot to explore. There's a lot going on.
Huge amounts.
And that's just one level. Because this is level 3, there is at least 2 levels before this, but we haven't really announced how many we've got after. I think you can expect more. But
hopefully.
Yeah. So that's not very good. We'll end on that.
There you go. And I love
with the
setting sun. No, that was awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking the time out to demo this for us. It does. It looks awesome, and I'm looking forward to trying out some more. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and perhaps subscribe to Eurogamer for plenty more videos, and perhaps check out a few of these ones, some Sniper Elite videos I made earlier that are on screen now. Thanks for watching. Bye.